Down the shot. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. In the third spot, the Pistons.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Drummond's checked in for Aaron Baines. Ilyasova comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Johnson, he's checked in for Morris, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Jody Meeks.
You know, for the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. As for those dry spells you mentioned about the Pacers, G8, they had a number of long losing streaks last season.
Yeah, as a team, they had 4 different losing streaks of 6 or more games, and they got hot at the end. Season-high win streak of 6 to stay playoff relevant. It was just too little, too late compared to their losing streaks earlier in the year.
Morris is checked in for Detroit. Jennings comes in for Jackson. That one is off. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Well, last season, the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going to the playoffs for 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late, but you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push. And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And here's Ilyasova outside. Can't get it to go. Hill with some nice D.
And I bet most people forget that the Pistons did make the playoffs for 8 straight years before this current drought. It's been a long rebuild process for them recently, but I think they're making progress and moving in the right direction.
They set the pick. The 3 from Hill. Rebound, Detroit.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And he gets it to go.
And for the Pistons, they seem to have a direction and plan now that just wasn't the case before. It won't be easy to get back into the postseason, but I really feel like they are on the right path.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Miles, that's for 2. Rebound, Andre Drummond.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
He knocks it down right at the buzzer!
That's a shot he'll never forget, as dramatic as they come.
He's got a special knack for the big moments. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Let's take him back.
Preseason in the NBA, and it's great to have you with us. Paul George is out there with LaVoy Allen. Then there's Hill, then there's Ellis. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. From deep three-point range, that shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it, I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. but he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Morris outside. It's back to Jennings. Here's Caldwell Pope. But they get it back. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Over to the wing. It's tipped. The three ball. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing.
And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
Takes a three. Cannot hit. Hill with some nice D. And now Ellis running the floor all by himself. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Pistons trail by 21. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Outside Jennings. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got 9 points now in just the second half. The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Hill kicks to Ellis. They set the pick. Pick up by Hill. George, that's a two-pointer. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got 4 assists now tonight.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Ilyasova. Offensive rebound. Caldwell Pope kicks to Ilyasova. Hits it from three-point range.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Jennings can't get it to go. Pacers leading by 17. The pass to Hill. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And George, here we go. And the layup is good. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Jennings kicks to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Ilyasova throws it down.
And he bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right there for sure.
Yeah, he'll take those all day.
George against Morris. Pass to Ellis. From the stripe. Pulls up. It's tipped. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. And Indiana making a change here. Mahinmi's checked in. The drive by Hill. Off the inbound, no good.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Here's Drummond. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Ellis kicks to George. He feeds it to Allen. Back to George. 5 on the clock. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game. Some can't stand it. One of the more polarizing talents in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever shoot for an efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender, Kevin. He's an offensive catalyst. He pushes the action, and he'll go on scoring binges, but I think he does more good than bad with his style of play.
Hill passes to Mahinmi, and Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Ellis goes in. Good on the shot. And the Pacers lead by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pacers.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for George. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Allen. Hill comes in for George. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Monte Ellis. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Hill. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
54 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Stuckey dishes to Mahinmi. They set the pick. The feed to Miles. Here's Hill. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Kicks to Ilyasova. Shoots. Morris passes to Caldwell Pope. From deep, Ilyasova, and it's good.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
Now Miles.
That's his second personal foul.
The first one falls.
C.J. Miles. 2 shots.
And Miles drops them both. It's taken away by Stuckey. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. That'll do it for this NBA preseason game. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
Well, Paul George showing us again tonight why he is one of the premier wing players in the NBA. We know that defensively he's always going to do the job, but he's just as valuable on the other end, scoring off the catch or the dribble.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.